Josh Dobbs just got traded to the Minnesota Vikings.
Wow.
Josh Dobbs just got traded from the Arizona Cardinals to the Minnesota Vikings. Now, he was announced as the starter by head coach Gannon immediately after last week's game. And then yesterday, Gannon came out and said, nah, it's going to be Terry Kyler going to be starting. And everybody's like, what happened? Literally just the other day, you said, and this is what he actually said.
Josh will start, but then what changed between last?
Yeah, just watching the tape again, talking with the staff. Feel like this gives us the best chance to win.
Yeah, I watched the tape again. The guy stinks, which also could mean he's not going to be on our team.
Yep.
We are actually now in a position with how great that rocket scientist played. He is now very valuable potentially on the trade market. He's going to Minnesota. Congrats to the Vikings for doing that. How do you feel about the trade deadline, Aaron? Obviously, your name's been brought up a couple times throughout your career at the trade deadline here, more so as of late than early in it. But how do you feel about teams making moves and those players getting acclimated to the new teams that they're joining?
I don't remember my name being mentioned a whole lot at trade deadlines, but
Denver, what was that, off-season? Denver was off-season?
That was off-season,
Got
yeah.
it.
And
My
there
fault.
there was a possibility of a trade to the Raiders years and years ago for Randy Moss that I felt like may have had some legs, but that was like in 2006 or 7, I feel like. It's exciting. I think there's going to be some surprises. I really do. We got a few more hours left. I think there'll be a couple big surprises. Obviously, this is way different than it was early in my career. There's buyers and sellers, and expiring contract guys who can really, really play and help a team out. Probably there's a potential to move them if people are willing to get off a draft pick. So I think it's exciting. I know, we're going to be active in discussions and conversations. Not sure what's going to happen. Obviously, we've had some injuries in the last couple of days, but I'm sure that Joe and his staff will be working right up to the final minute. And I would guess, this is just a guess, I think there's going to be a couple names that are really surprising. Nobody that you've mentioned yet. I can't even give you specifics. I'm not some sort of insider. I have no sources here. But I feel like there'll be a couple names that are surprise us by the end of today that get moved. And it'll be some of those teams that feel like they're one player away from winning it. So anybody from, Philly, who's always really active, it seems like, to the teams that are in that, 3-4, 4-3 range, who feel like one player away from making a run to playoffs and maybe winning the whole thing, could be really active here in the next couple hours.
Oh, is this punditry or a little bit of knowledge? What is this? Just how you see it going? What is this here? Should we?
It's a feeling that this is going to be more the norm.
Universe.
And I think Montez Sweat got traded, right?
This morning. Yep.
He's a hell of a player. And I think there's going to be more guys like that who are either on expiring contracts or disgruntled, or on a team where things aren't working out, and maybe the GM thinks it's going to be, players, a new head coach, and maybe even themselves, and they might make some moves. So this will be the norm, I think, moving forward for a while, and I think there'll be some more big names here in the next couple hours.
Well,
I don't know, but maybe Schefter probably knows better because he's ball washing. He's ball washing for a lot of people.
Jeez, he's an insider. Jeez. But to echo your point, though, there was a lot of heat or a lot of smoke coming. Like the Vikings are going to get a quarterback. A starting quarterback in the NFL this season just got traded to be a starter at another place. That's a pretty big deal on a team that's gone on.
And I saw Jameis was involved at one point. I see his name this morning too. Like he might be the one to get traded.
What if J-Mo's back?
Sweet.
Could you imagine?
Well, he's not going to. I don't think he's going to go to Minnesota now. He's not.
Yeah, I agree. We hope, though. We would like to see Jameis starting on all 32 teams as much as possible, I will say.